Someone smells really good, body is soft, skin is moisturized. And I think that's you. I think that's you that smells good. I think it's you. Welcome back to the Save the Good Girl podcast. I am your host, Erica E. And for those who are new, welcome to your first luxury listening experience. I love coming to talk to you guys. And today I wanted to discuss the soft life. The past couple of years, we have been hearing about the soft life. It has been something that has been trending for so long. So whether it is going to the spa, going to the beach, calling out of work, maybe going out to your favorite restaurant, having some wine, putting a mask on your face, watching your favorite TV show, which is all great. But what happens after? How do we create a soft life that's really embedded into our lives? Just like how it's like moisturized. When we put body butter, it's like moisturized into our skin. How do we do that for our lives? So in this episode, we're going to go over 7 different ways for you to really create and sustain a soft life to the point where it's just really a part of you. Because we can't just go to a spa, put a mask on, and that's it. What happens on the other hours and days? Let's get into it, boo, and let's sustain it. I want that soft life forever, okay? I love taking slow, intentional showers. And really what that is that I'm just taking my time. I'm taking my time and I'm letting the water hit my skin. All of my thoughts really flows when I'm in the shower. The shower is where I do a lot of planning. The shower is where I recount my day. The shower is where I have a lot of thoughts. And more importantly, the shower is where I come up with these podcasts titles. The show titles come from me taking a shower. Literally every single time I take a shower, I think about what do I want to call this episode? Or what reel do I want to do? Or anything for social media or Save the Good Girl or doing my blog post. A lot of my ideas really solidifies in the shower. Really does. So I'm in the shower and I'm using a lemon sugar body wash. I have an almond milk body soap and it's just everything is just smelling really good. I come out the shower. I love to air dry. And while my body still is a little damp, this is when I add my body butter. And the body butter that I'm using right now is a Manuka honey and macadamia nut body butter. Yes, it smells as good as it sounds. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. It feels amazing. I'm just taking my time to lather my body, like my legs and my arms and my chest, and just taking my time putting this body butter on me. And I love the way it smells. I love how it moisturizes my skin. And I love how it locks in the moisture, it locks in the softness. So I thought about the soft life and I'm like, we need to create a body buttered soft life because the soft life is not just on one event. The soft life is not just, well, I'm ignoring this phone call because I'm living the soft life, or I'm going to call out for this one day because I'm living the soft life. Now, it can help in that moment, but I want to figure out for us, right? How do we lock in? How do we lock in the moisture of the soft life? How do we create a body buttered soft life, something with potency, something that's really going to seep into our lives where it's natural and it's normal for us? Because we need to work on locking in that soft life for us and not treat it like per diem work. We need this to be full time, working overtime. Okay. So, according to hermoney.com, the soft life, actually, which I did not know this, I love reading and learning and doing research before I come on and talk to you guys, because in addition to me sharing personal stories, I do want this to be something that's lucrative and factual. So I do take my time to do some research, and I wanted to find out, where did the term soft life come from? So apparently the soft life came from Africa. That term came from the Nigerian influencer community. I did not know that. So they were trending this first, and then we adopted it. So, what the soft life means in unison is rejecting hustle culture and living life without struggle. Wow. Wow. Because how many years have we been living in, like, moving, 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 go, 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 wake up, hustle, 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 team no sleep, yada, yada, yada. Like, that doesn't work. It never did. I never really liked the whole team no sleep mantra. I never really subscribed to it. But I was very surprised knowing that the soft life term and this whole movement came from Nigeria. Black people, we did it again. We did it again. And I was very into understanding like where it originated, what it really means, because it means different things for different people. Now, I understand the whole idea of rejecting hustle culture, but where did that come from? What woke this up? What really woke this up, I feel, was the pandemic, because in the pandemic, we were forced to really value time. We were forced to be still. We were forced to look at things around us. Now you're noticing certain things in your home, and you're noticing, learning different things to do on social media. A lot of DIY projects came about, creating a spa in your home, cooking more. Like going through 2020 was a very difficult time for everybody. I'm not wishing that on us ever again. But I will say, there were some great things that came about of that. And I think one of that is causing people to realize what's really important in life. What is really important? Spending time with your family, spending time with yourself, getting to know yourself. All these conversations, all these podcasts were developing. People are getting into the creative sides, opening their own businesses, baking cookies online, and somehow they have their own cookie business or their own restaurant business, or they're designing clothes. Like, it brought out the creativity in us. It brought out understanding that there's more to life than just hustling and working and coming home. People really wanted meaning now, because it's like, I don't want to just wake up, go to work, come home, eat dinner, take a shower, do it again, wake up, go to work. Like, that same monotonous schedule was just not it. So I felt like the pandemic really allowed us to evaluate a lot of things. And you know what industry made a lot of money during the pandemic? The furniture industry and home decor. When I tell you guys, I worked in the furniture industry during that time. And when I tell you, the furniture industry was making billions of dollars. You know why? Because people were home and they started to realize, wow, this sofa is not comfortable. My bed is not comfortable. I'm not sleeping well. My dining room table is broken. I want to get new artwork for my home because I'm home all the time. So they're looking at their space. They are reevaluating everything in their home, whether it's throw pillows, whether it's new comforter sets, new sheets. So all of these things were happening. And now, again, when I tell you guys they made billions of dollars, they made billions of dollars. TikTok and social media definitely contributed to that. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, social media was on rampant. We had quarantine radio, we had DJ D Nice, we had all these lives because we were home. We were present. And while doing that, while cooking and eating with your family, while creating a spa night for yourself, while watching your favorite shows, while redecorating your home, what that did to a lot of people was really put them at a standstill. And they're like, what am I doing? I want to do more of this. I want to do more of this. So, in addition to doing more of this during that time, what's happening now? And the beautiful thing about soft life culture is that it is remaining. It's a conversation that consistently happens. But what I'm noticing is that people really don't know what soft life means, or how to really contribute to the soft life and have that contribute to their life. So, how do we do that? How do we create a soft life, a body buttered, by the way, not just any regular soft life? We need a body buttered, locked in, 27/8 moisture proof soft life. That's what we're looking for. And I really sat down and I thought about certain things that I think could really help. And we're going to get into it. So we're going to talk about seven. I said seven. See, I'm mixing up words. 7 different ways for you to create a soft life. Or you might even have a soft life now and may not even know it. So I just wanted to provide some tips, certain things that I'm doing that worked, and certain things that can work for you guys as well. So let's get into these 7 tips, because we need the soft life 24/8. Okay? 24/8. And I want to be there to provide that for you guys, and not have it be just a spa day, which I love, going to the beach, which I love, spending time with people, which I love. But what else can we do on our day to day lives to make sure this is consistent? So, the first thing I wanted to talk about was preparation. Being prepared, allowing yourself time, not rushing, being organized. Because creating a soft life is not being anxious. Creating a soft life is not feeling confused or lost or you can't find anything. So, preparation to me is always a great way to start any new habit or do anything. And I think it does add into the soft life. Being organized by utilizing a planner, knowing your schedule. What is the agenda for the day today? Do you have to make a phone call? Do you have to pay a bill, right? Do you have to meet with somebody? Do you have a work meeting? Knowing what your day is looking like, how busy your day is. Now, granted, I know, because I've experienced and I'm still experiencing, sometimes we don't really control the day. The day gets very crazy, especially when you're including children, you're working, it's a lot going on. I understand it. However, how can we do certain things so that it's not as crazy all the time, right? How do we know what's happening for the day? Sometimes I think that, for me at least, when I have an idea of what my day is looking like, okay, Mondays I have this going on, I have that going on, it allows me to plan properly. So every Monday I meet with my grief group at 6:30. So I know that prior to 6 o'clock, I need to make sure that I'm ready, that my phone is charged in order for me to get on the call. If I'm not ready, then I can't get on the call and I'm rushing and I'm this and I'm that. I'm heavy breathing. Oh my God, ladies, I'm so sorry. And it's like, I cannot live that life. That is not soft life etiquette at all. Soft life etiquette is being organized, knowing your schedule, knowing when bills are due, knowing when you have events. And then when you have events, right? What is your outfit? How far is the event? Are you taking the train? Are you driving? What are you doing? What time do you need to be there? You need to think about all of that. At least I do when I get ready to go somewhere because I don't like being late. Soft life etiquette is not being late. Granted, again, things can happen, but when you're in that rushy, that's not soft. You you out here stressed in these streets. So being prepared in that way, knowing what's going on with your schedule, knowing what's going on with you, taking the appropriate time to get ready, having everything that you need. Like, what do you need in the house? So let's say you're going to go grocery shopping. It might help for you to create a list. I know this sounds very basic. I really like Google Keep. My sister told me about Google Keep, Keep, and it's an app that helps you organize your notes. You can do lists. You can do a lot of different things on there. And I love it, especially the list one, because when I'm leaving my home, if I'm going to the grocery store, soft life is not going back and forth, wasting gas and all of that. No. So I need to make sure that I know what I need at the grocery store so I can get everything that I'm looking for in one shot and not have to worry about stressing going back. I also like to do like a quick run when it comes to like my toiletries. Do I have deodorant? Do I have my now, one thing I will tell you I have on deck, like in excess, is body butters. I don't play with my body butters. I have so many body butters on deck. I'm not kidding with you when I tell you I think I'm good for the year. I think I'm more than good for the year going into next year. I love body butters. I love candles. I love body wash. So all of these things. So let's say I'm out of it though, like checking my home, making sure I have toothpaste, making sure, you know what I mean? Like all the toiletries that we need to look good and feel good and smell good, knowing where things are, right? Just being prepared. So I feel like soft life etiquette, which is what I'm calling it, I feel like soft life etiquette requires you to be prepared mentally. Mentally. Are we praying? Are we spiritual? Are we doing anything of that sort? For me, I love to get connected with God. I love to pray. I love to read my devotionals. I find that devotionals really allows me to learn the Bible more and also reminds me of how much God loves me. So spiritually, I'm prepared. Mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, how are you preparing? Are you going for walks? Do you like to work out? Do you like to um, go to kickboxing? Do you like to dance? Like, what are you doing for yourself physically? What are you doing for yourself emotionally? Are you talking to friends? Are you letting out how you're feeling? Are you going to therapy? Are you listening and watching the right things? What are we doing in terms of ensuring that we're creating an environment that's smooth for us? That's extremely important. So preparation is number one, boo. Get organized, get your planner, sit down, think about your week, what you want to accomplish this week. I promise you, being intentional with your week is one of the best things you could do, because when you're done checking everything off, you feel so good. And soft life etiquette is feeling good. It's feeling good. The second thing is being present with yourself. So, although I did talk about like you can't go to the spa only and et cetera, I do believe that being present with yourself and pampering yourself is 100% an accessory to a soft life. 100%. So being present meaning maybe journaling, right? Maybe journaling. Maybe it is going to the spa. Maybe it's getting massages on a monthly basis. Because I spoke to a masseuse and she told me that we should be getting massages on a monthly basis. It should not be only for birthdays or once a year on vacations. She specifically said once a year. So maybe that's something you can look into, getting a monthly massage, or maybe every 2 months, or maybe every 3 months, maybe getting a facial, taking care of your skin, creating a skincare routine, finding what products may work for you. Creating a soft life is also being resourceful, doing some research to see what may work for you, talking to the professionals, right? Seeing how that's going to add to your life. Like I recently came up with a skincare routine that really, really works for me. Now, it was a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of trial and error, but it worked. Now I have one that works and I love it. And part of my soft life is taking my time to add all the ingredients to my face, meaning my cleanser, my toner, my serums, my moisturizer, my oil, and my sunscreen. So taking that time, because doing a skincare routine, it does take time, doing it in the morning and doing it at night. So creating that skincare routine, being present, maybe getting a silk robe, right? Getting a silk robe, doing something that makes you feel good while you're in your home, or even when you're outside, going to the park, being with nature, breathing, meditating, being present. What do I need today? Do I need a glass of wine today? Do I want to make myself a green juice today? Do I want to watch a funny show today? Do I want to order my favorite meal today? Or maybe do I want to cook my favorite meal today? So all of these things really helps with being present. I love going to the park. I love journaling and I love writing in my gratitude journal. These are the things that helps me be present, and I think thinking about that for you would really help you out as well. Like, how can I be more present with myself? What do I need? What do I need? The third thing is boundaries. Soft life etiquette, soft life is knowing boundaries, boo. You need to know when to say no. You need to know when to say yes. Your gut will always tell you. And knowing your boundaries is knowing your schedule, because if you're organized, you can conveniently and easily say, unfortunately, that date doesn't work for me because actually, you don't have to give a reason. I'm sorry. It doesn't work. I can't do it. What tends to happen is we tend to over exert ourselves and say yes to everything and just do everything. And now we're tired. And it's like, why? Why do we have to always be this strong woman, superwoman all the time? We are tired. Soft life is because we are exhausted, right? So boundaries are real. We need to have them, and you need to be intentional with your time no matter how you feel. Creating those boundaries and knowing what you need and knowing who you are and knowing what works for you is important. Now, I know that boundaries is not easy for everybody. It does not mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're mean. It doesn't mean any of that. What it means is you're considering yourself first to see if what is being asked of you is something you can mentally, physically, and emotionally handle. And if the answer is no, we're going to leave it at that. If the answer is maybe, we can revisit at a time that we are available and ready to do so. So, boundaries is important for soft life because there's nothing worse than knowing you don't want to do something and you're doing it anyway. And now you're stressed, because soft life is not a stressful life. Soft life is not an annoyed life. Soft life does not require those things. Now, we know life is going to happen and people are going to be annoying. We know that. But we can control many things. We're in control of many things more than we think we are. So saying no, that is okay, boo. That is okay. And let's get into this next one because this is something that we really need to do. So far we discussed preparation, we discussed being present with yourself and creating boundaries. Number 4, exploration. This is important. This ignites your soul. Exploration is what's going to bring you joy. What is something that you've always wanted to do, right? Being open with that, exploring that, having fun with that. Doing a solo trip. Oh my gosh. When I tell you guys a solo trip, I'm going to do a podcast episode about that. Solo trips is just like the perfect way for you to fully disconnect and really get to know yourself. You're not considering anybody but you. You could do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. If you want to stay in bed until 2 o'clock, because I did do that one day. I sure did. I stayed in bed until 2 o'clock, enjoying the sun rise and had breakfast to my room and just enjoyed it. I did not have to rush and do an activity. I was slow. So exploring that. And that was something new for me. And even though I've traveled with work, it's so interesting because I did the solo trip, right? And I'm thinking, oh, it's the same like traveling for work, but it wasn't because work was still a distraction. This solo trip, there was no distraction. It was really me with me planning whatever I wanted to do by myself. So it was a bit different and it was great. So that was a big explorative thing for me. Doing something fun, maybe doing a painting class, maybe going to see a show by yourself, maybe um trying a cooking class or maybe learning to play an instrument. But exploring something is also creating that soft life because what you're doing is you're feeding your inner joy, maybe your inner child, and you're getting into that space of like freedom almost. It's like freedom. It's like free. When I was on that solo trip, I felt really free. I felt really, really, really free, really free. But learning about yourself, exploring also is journaling. Journaling is literally it's like creating your own history book. It's creating your own history book. It helps you explore yourself and you get to document it and go back to see your thoughts and how you felt and how you handle things. So I like to journal. I know that journaling is not the easiest for everybody because it does require you to be still. And I am going to discuss some tips on journaling because I do believe in the power of it. I will be honest with you. If it wasn't for my therapist who told me to journal again, I probably wasn't going to do it because I'm like, I don't have anything to say right now. But writing one sentence is a journal entry. And I think it's very powerful for you to write everything out because you learn a lot. You get a lot of answers when you journal. And it's interesting because it's almost like you hold yourself accountable. So exploration, exploring yourself, exploring a new place, exploring a new cuisine, exploring a new hobby, exploring a new show, exploring a new coffee flavor, a new tea flavor, a new city. Maybe in your city there's a town that you've never been in before. Something different. Something different ignites the soft life etiquette. It just ignites it. It brings it alive because you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anybody else. You're doing this for you. Even if it was you going to the dollar store and buying a new pen, that is something new for you. I get so excited when people share things with me that they found out or something that they did that was really fun. Like, oh my God, today I made shrimp tacos and it was great. I'm like, oh my God, send me pictures. Like, I get really excited because that's something different for that person and it means a lot to them and it really means a lot to me too. I don't care what the success story is. I'm going to applaud. I'm one of those people like I don't care what you share. I don't care how small you think it is. I'm going to applaud for it. So exploration is really really big. I think that really ignites us. It really keeps us going. It's something to look forward to. It makes life sweet. It's like adding like ice cream and like your favorite toppings. Like it's just soothing. It just feels good. So I would highly recommend exploring a bit more, really exploring a bit more. Number 5, number 5, cleaning up, boo. Soft life is not in mess, my love. Soft life is not in a dirty room, a cluttered room. Soft life is not in a cluttered car. Soft life is not a cluttered office space. No, it's not. Soft life is not in messed up social media. So cleaning up. And what do I mean by that? Going through your emails, delete those emails, sis. I know you got like 3,000. Why do you got 3,000 emails on your phone? Why? Delete it. Also, unsubscribing to certain things and people. Unsubscribe. The things that we were interested in 10 years ago, we may not have those same interests now. And sometimes we do need to go through our social media and do a cleanup because certain people we were following, we don't care for their content anymore. Like, I did unfollow a lot of people because I don't care for what this person has to say. It's not aligned with where I'm at, where I'm going, or where I want to be. Therefore, I'm unfollowing you. I'm unsubscribing. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Soft life is cleaning your eyes. And what I mean by that is like being intentional of what you're putting out there in terms of what you're seeing, not putting out there, but what are you viewing? What are you seeing? What are you listening to? What are you watching on YouTube? When you're scrolling, what are you seeing? Because we are so influenced by social media that we don't even realize that a lot of the decisions that we make, they're based on what we saw on social media, and it's not even true. So it's like, well, everybody said this. Who is everybody? Who is everybody? You know what I mean? So social media, cleaning out your finances, knowing what's going on with your finances. That's soft, girl. We don't want to be stressed about no money. We don't want the IRS to get us. You like do your taxes and all of that, right? Check your credit score, maybe working on that. That could be part of soft life. Soft life, I do want to say it does require some work. I think people think soft life is just laying down all day and chilling. No, you need to create that space for you to do that, right? That you have to create that energy for you. Maybe cleaning up means revamping certain things, maybe doing your room over, getting some new furniture for your living room, painting something over. Getting a new chair. So I created like a little reading area in my room because I do love to read. I love to read my devotionals. So I got a beautiful like floor lamp that has like it looks like it's like raining in there. It's so beautiful, but I love it. So I got that. I got some pillows. I got a throw. I made it very cozy for me and I get to enjoy that. But it was work for me to do it because I had to find the perfect size chair in that corner. So creating that creates the soft life for me because till this day, I'm enjoying reading in my corner, reading in that space, reading my devotionals and my books. So maybe revamping some areas in your room or in your home or getting like recently I got a spice organizer because I love the way that looks. I like to have my spices all organized in one area. Okay, basil, da 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 da, boom. And it's in alphabetical order. Perfect. You know what I mean? So it could be something so simple as that. It could be something so simple as that. So cleaning everything up, revamping your space, revamping certain areas of your life, right? Your social media, your emails, certain people that you may not want to hear and talk to because you know when they call you, it's going to be heaviness, it's going to be drama. Soft life is not drama. Soft life is we can listen and have conversations, but sometimes we have to edit certain people in our lives. Sometimes you grow apart from certain people, and that's okay. That's okay. You're not interested in what they have to say. So cleaning up, literally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, cleaning up cleaning up that can really help you with your space in all areas, and I promise you nothing feels better, right? When you do your laundry, your sheets are clean, your room is clean, your bathroom is clean. You feel and smell amazing because everything is organized in your space. You know where your body butter is and your perfume and your deodorant, and you are in your room watching TV or reading your favorite book, and everything is spotless. Stop playing with us. Are you kidding me? I'm creating a whole vibe for you. So, cleaning up, guys, is so vital. It's so vital. It's so vital for us to have that soft life, create that soft life, and sustain it. Now, the last two that I got for y'all, it's real. People struggle with this, they really do. But I added this to my list because I feel like it makes such a huge impact. Let's get into it. So, when you understand your schedule and you understand what you're lacking and what you need to gain, something that is really important that falls along with this is convenience. What do you need to have a convenient morning? What does that look like for you? You know, when you like driving your car and you're going to a very crowded place and it's like very difficult to find parking, and you find one right in the front and you're like, yes, somebody just coming out, and now you can easily come in, right? How do you create that convenient life for yourself? What does that look like? And creating convenience doesn't mean you have to do anything major. It could be something so simple as getting a new toothbrush holder because the one that you have is broken. You know how sometimes we just can't let certain things go, or it's like we're always forgetting, but then this certain thing is causing us to be inconvenient. Getting a new pair of sneakers because the ones that we have are no good and it's hurting our backs and our knees. Like, why are we suffering? Right? Why are we doing that? Because we're not aware, we're not present, we're not thinking, we're not organized. I think that there's so much power in owning your life and being as organized as you can and being as present as you can. And because we're not present, because we may not be as organized, because we don't know what's going on in the day, we have a lot of inconveniences that we create that can easily be rectified in like 5 or 10 minutes if you really think about it. I tend to exasperate things sometimes, and I have to constantly tell myself, like, it's okay, you got this. All you have to do is do X, Y, and Z, because why make it a big deal when I could just do it really quickly? Now, I am saying it like very like boom, 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 but it's not like that. But you'll find that once you start getting these things in order, once you are a little bit more prepared with your schedule, you know what's going on. So I like to know when people want to hang out with me. I love seeing people. I love spending time with my friends and family. I have no problems with it. But you do need to let me know in advance because I plan my days accordingly. So if I need to record, for example, if I need to record, I will not look at my phone and I am not going to interrupt my scheduling to record to go hang out. But if you tell me in advance, I can kind of work around it. I can say, okay, if I'm recording on this day and somebody says, let's do dinner, I'll make sure that I'm recording in the morning. I'll make sure I do on my social media in the morning. Like, I need to understand what I need to do and what my day looks like. So when you do that, it makes it less stressful because you at least know what's going on. I always leave room for the unknown. I'm actually learning that in my life because I am a structured person, but I know that with life, it's not always like that. You know what I mean? It's not always like to the T. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But having an ownership of your day and knowing what's going on and knowing what is inconveniencing you, though. What is it? Do you need to do something in your car? Do you need to get a new bag? Do you need to get something in your home that'll be easier for you? So one of the things that I had to do was purchase a mat for my shower because I kept slipping. Why would I risk falling and hurting myself all because I'm not getting a mat? How can I make it convenient for me? Me getting my chair in my room and getting the floor lamp and getting a beautiful table, a marble table, because I love marble and I love gold. So also the perfect table. I created that nook for myself because I really wanted to enjoy reading, as I shared with you guys earlier. So think about certain inconveniences that you have, certain things that you feel like, I could replace this, or I could fix this, or I could, do something different with this. Think about that and then work on that. And I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. Is it convenience with cooking? Maybe you know your schedule and you know that at the end of the week, it's very busy for you. Would it be convenient for you to have a service come to your door? Would it be convenient to have ice foods? Ice stands for in case of an emergency, meaning you don't have that much time to cook. You need a meal to make 5 minutes or less. Do you have those ingredients? Do you have that in your home? If you don't, do you have to go to the grocery store? So it's like, how can you make things a bit more easier and lighter for you? So, for example, with me recording, I have to make certain things convenient and easily accessible for me because I don't want to have any interruptions. I want to give you guys the luxury that you deserve. So I make sure that I have my candles. I make sure that I have my body butter because we are trying to get that body buttered soft life. Okay. Want to keep that constant moisture in our lives. And I need to make sure that I have all of my tabs, like whatever tabs I need, so that I can have it conveniently there. That's what I'm going to do. So little things like that helps. It eliminates the stress and the worry of trying to find something. I know where my documents are. I do my show notes. I know exactly where they are. So it just makes things a little bit better when you have everything together, offering yourself convenience. And sometimes we don't tend to do that because we want to convenience everybody else around us except for ourselves. And it's like, why don't we do it for us? Because when you are good, you are at maximum potential to help somebody in an accurate way. When you're not good, you are at maximum potential to help somebody inaccurately. Why? Because your mindset is not in the right place. Maybe you're tired. How do you give yourself more sleep? How do you rest? Is that Does that look like getting a new mattress? Working for a furniture company, I will tell you, sleeping is extremely important. Tossing and turning means that your mattress is not good. Do you need to invest in another mattress? Do you need to invest because now your back hurts and your body hurts and your shoulder hurts and you're not sleeping well? And guess what happens when you don't sleep? First of all, if you don't get enough sleep, you can die earlier, and then you're not productive during the day. You're cloudy. Drowsy driving is real. A lot of people die and have a lot of car accidents because of drowsy driving. It's right underneath drunk driving and distracted driving, which is like texting and driving. Does it look like getting another mattress? Does it look like getting new sheets? Does it look like getting a new comforter? Right? What does convenience look like for you? I want you to really think about that. What does that look like for you? And then the last one, which is something that is very hard for people to do. And I put it at the last one because it is very important. It's not last because it's not, it's very important. The last one is outsourcing and getting help. I know. I know. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means if, and also, I want to say, if there's something that you can do, outsourcing and getting help, I mean that in every way possible, right? An example would be, can you have someone clean your home once a month or once every 2 months, like a deep clean? Can you do that? All right. Can you budget that in? Maybe you can't. Can you have somebody, can you call a friend or a family member to help you clean? I know. Sounds, but can you call someone to assist you with that? Can you emotionally, if you're not well, can you get some help by going to therapy, learning different resources and tools to help you get better and really go through your problems so you're not going through them alone? Can you get some assistance with fixing your vehicle, fixing your car? Whatever that looks like to you, can you say, I need help? And not in a way that's like detrimental, but can you say, I need help? I don't know how to do this. I'm not familiar. Do you know somebody? Can we network? Can we ask friends and family for suggestions? Can we do some research and go online? Can we see if there's any groups out there that can help us? Any groups that may talk about, like, let's say if you are a new mother, can you talk to another mom and say, hey, I just want to say, like, I'm going through this? And they're like, oh my gosh, me too. So an example for this would be me being a creator, right? I'm doing this podcast. I'm also on social media. I would highly recommend you guys check out Save the Good Girl. I do so much on my stories and on my page. Y'all would love it. Pinterest, all of that. So all of that. So when I'm doing my social media, I don't have a lot of friends who are in that creative space. They may not understand, certain things that I'm doing. So it's important for me to find a community that gets it, that's excited about certain things as well as I am. I'm learning different things. But you know what I did? I chose to put myself in those spaces. I looked for them and they're there. And we live at a time right now that you don't have to go far to see who has the same interest as you, questions as you, or concerns as you. So can we take the time to outsource, because there's always a faster way to do something for somebody who's more knowledgeable than you, but you're not going to know that if you keep your mouth shut, right? Asking for help is, you are stronger. I think people think that I'm strong and I'm just going to do this myself. Wrong way of going through life. You cannot do it that way. We are not meant to be on this earth to struggle and do everything on our own. We physically can't do it, even if we tried. So why not outsource? Why not get some help? Why not ask for assistance? If you can pay for the help, pay for it. If you can, do it, because we're not talented with everything. So getting some assistance, getting some help, talking to your friends, finding different groups, doing different research. If it's an emotional thing, talking to a therapist, talking to a life coach, getting a mentor, like something, because you cannot do this by yourself. You need that support. And getting this help also allows you to create that support for yourself because it feels great to know that now I can clean this house and I'm not doing it alone. I'm not doing it alone. I needed help with this and I'm not doing it alone. you know? So getting that assistance, outsourcing helps tremendously. I had somebody clean my home and it was the best thing I could have ever done. Do I do it every week? No. I do it like maybe once every 3 months cuz I do the upkeep of the cleaning on my own, but that deep clean, sis, bro, cuz I know my men is listening too and I love y'all. By the way, Save the Good Girl is not just for women. Men, you are welcomed. You are welcomed. You are welcomed. But it does help. Do you know how good I felt when I came home and everything was clean? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful help. So I want you to think about that too. Like, how can I outsource? What do I need? Do you even know what you need? Soft life is being aware. Soft life is being aware. When you are aware of what's going on, when it's going on, and how it's going on, you can then identify and pinpoint what are the challenges. And then you can come to a solution and come to a solution together. If you are oblivious and you are a razzle dazzle brain and you are all over the place, you cannot have a soft life because you're constantly stressed, you're constantly late, you're all over the place, you don't know what's going on. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, because you're not taking any control. You're letting outside circumstances control you. You don't have any control of your life. You don't have any control of your schedule or your day. So, can we be aware? Can we have fun? Can we still, be there for people, but do it with our boundaries, right? Can we still do that? This is how I feel you can create a beautiful, soft life. Let's go over, right? Let's do a cute little recap of what we talked about. The first thing, preparation. You got this, boo. Prepare. Organize yourself. Know what's going on with your life. See what's going on with your week. I challenge you to try that for a week. Like, just take note of any appointments, anything that you need to do, right? Oh, you know what I forgot to add to add for preparation? Going to the doctor. Creating a soft life is also knowing what's happening with your health. We cannot live in bliss. Make your doctor's appointments. See your dentist, which I got to do mine. I had to see my dentist. See your dentist, your primary care doctor, any other doctor. Do you need new glasses? Because I went to the eye doctor and I needed new glasses. So soft life is making sure that our bodies are functioning the right way, So going to the doctor, vital, 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 vital. So preparation is big, 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 especially with your health. So going to the doctor, making sure you're all good, doing all the tests and examinations to make sure that you are good because we need you to live, but we need you to live. Okay. Being present with yourself, pampering yourself, loving yourself, knowing what you need, your boundaries, knowing when you need to say no, knowing when it's time to end and exit a conversation or a friendship or, an Instagram, right? Exploration, doing something you've always wanted to do. Reignite that spark and that passion within yourself. Reignite it. If it's not your current position, something else that really truly brings you joy because life is not meant to be lived sad. It's not. It's not. There's a lot of levels and layers to life. We're not meant to live a sad life. We're not. I do believe we're meant to live a phenomenal life. And even that comes with all the trials and tribulations as well. Cleaning up, boo, clean that house, clean your email, clean, your Instagram, your social media, clean it up. To create that soft life, we need to embody it in every way possible. Convenience, let's make it convenient for us. Whatever that sounds like and for you, let's work on it. Let's make it convenient. Let's make it easy with our outfits. Where do we need to have our closet? Do we need new hangers? Whatever that looks like for you, let's do it. And outsourcing, getting some help because you cannot do this by yourself. And I don't want you to do it by yourself. I don't. Having a soft life is something that is here to stay because being in a rat race all the time and then to just live life and then just die is not something that anyone should aspire to. We are meant to live a life with joy and fulfilled, beautiful memories, loving each other, going through our mistakes, going through all these things, and then rising up from it. And while we're doing that, we don't need to do that harshly. And you shouldn't want to. And I don't want you to. I'm not. Even with dating, it's like, I just want it to be smooth. And I know that relationships has its trials and tribulations, but I don't want to be with somebody who's going to give me anxiety and stress me out. I don't know if you're going to call me and text me back. Oh my God. Like, who wants to? I'm not doing that no more. I did that when I was younger. I ain't doing that right now. Like, no. Like, I need to know that you like me, and I'm going to know that based on your actions. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Um, but yes, boo, I want us to live that soft life. I want us to be aware. I want us to look good, feel good. I want us to have that body buttered, soft life. This is what I want from us. And you know what? We are going to get it. We are going to get it because this is what we deserve. And this is what's going to be embodied within us. And it's not just going to be for one day, it's going to be for a lifetime. And because we're doing so bomb, guess what's going to happen? We're going to transcend that energy into other people because we need that. We need to just chill, we need to relax. We are living that body buttered, soft life. And let me tell you something, it's contagious. When people start to see you move in this way and see how calm you are and how you're moving, they're going to want to be a part of that. Like, what's going on over there? And you can easily share this episode and let them know. Like, I was listening to Save the Good Girl and she said, and I would love to hear what you said. You like, which one really stood out to you the most out of the 7? Which one was something maybe like you didn't think about before, or a different perspective, or something new? I would love to hear how you are living out a soft life for yourself. What are you doing to make it consistent? What are you doing to sustain it? The goal is not just to talk about it and talk about one thing. The goal for me is really to have us sustain it and keep it locked in, just like that body butter, boo. Because when I tell you my body butter keeps my skin soft, it keeps it so soft. As always, guys, I would love to hear your feedback, whether it is on social media or on my website on SaveTheGoodGirl.com. Please reach out. Let me know what's going on. Please follow me on all socials: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Threads, Pinterest, and what else? I feel like I'm missing one. Pinterest, and is that it? I think that's it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Threads. And yes, and that's it. And also on my website. I cannot wait to talk to you guys again. We are going to be with each other again on Tuesday. As you guys know, I do my Shot of Erica episodes every Tuesday and my filler episodes every Friday. I hope that you have a wonderful, body buttered, soft week. Until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon.